Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to talk about being yourself. I kind of had a little revelation, epiphany, moment of understanding, moment of clarity a few weeks ago where I was, really thinking, I was like, man, I have not been myself in a while. Like, I kind of tend to mirror other people's energy and personalities when I'm in like social settings, whether that be like professional or, informal, or I'm meeting somebody for the first time. And I recognized that I had this like really reflexive like thing that I would do where I just wanted people to like me. We're about to get real here. Oof, I can feel it. But I had this reflex where it's like I wanted people to like me, so I would mirror their actions. And I'm saying this in the past, like this, like I don't do this anymore, but I still do. I'm working on it. But it's like I wanted people to like me. I would mirror their energy and their actions in conversation, when I meet them or in a group setting and things like that. And I started to think, like, I'm really not being myself. And then I thought about, okay, if I'm not being myself, then that means if they do like me, then these people are going to like a version of me that's not even really true or authentic to who I am. And mind you, I've started reading 48 Laws of Power too. So I understand that there's like, different scenarios, different settings, like you have to be strategic in certain things, and that I get, but also I've felt like I'm not being genuine in the person that I want to portray to other people, right? Like everything that I know about myself, I feel like I've really not everything, but a lot of things that I know about myself and my personality, I feel like I created based off of like my environment or where I grew up or like, social media or like television, movies and things like that. And so I just really sat and I thought, and I'm like, okay, let me like try to clock this. Like, let me be a little bit more aware of my interactions and see when I'm doing this. And you know what I'm saying? So I just brought awareness into the forefront. And I noticed like, dang, okay, like whenever I do get into these settings, I am like kind of mirroring people. And I'm not copying things that they say, but I'm just doing things that I think that they would uh like, or I'm doing things that I think that they would react positively to. And even if I don't want to necessarily do it, and then it became like a reflex and a habit. And so, yeah, that got me to thinking. And so, another point too that I want to make before I get to my main point, after noticing that for a few weeks, I watch a lot of YouTube. I love YouTube. I like, different creators. I watch a bunch of different creators on here. And my favorite videos are the ones where they're like being themselves, or like, how there's big YouTube stars right now who first started out like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And in those early videos, you can really just see that they were being themselves. And, you know, I read the comments too, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, all the comments saying how funny they are, how cool they are, how much people like their personality. And it just like connected those two moments because I was like, oh my gosh, like, I actually like people because of who they are. And this sounds so stupid to say out loud, but it's really how I felt. Like, I'm like, okay, I like people because of who they are. And I'm portraying myself as somebody that I'm not so that people can like me. Like, this doesn't make sense. And so that's when it really connected for me, where I was like, you know what? If I am going to be myself, or if I actually just am myself and don't care about whether or not this person is going to receive me positively or not, because there's 8 billion people in the world and I can just meet other people and do it, like, not everybody's going to like me type thing. Like, if I do this, then I can be a more authentic person and I can actually find the people who like me for me, if that makes sense. Like, they're not liking me because of what I have or what I do or the persona that I put up, but they actually like me for me. And again, I know that not everybody's going to like me for me, or not everybody's going to get along with me, or I shouldn't want that too. And I don't. And I also understand that, again, there's certain like strategic social settings where it's like you kind of have to act a certain way, like at work or with, people that you have a business relationship with. But I'm talking about when I go out and I want to meet friends and I want to like get to know others. Yeah, I just like had that epiphany and I was just like, okay, I'm going to start acting like myself. Like, so now I'm practicing acting like myself and I'm doing it alone, and it sounds weird, but I'm starting out like alone and at the house and like with family and stuff like that. I'm just like, I'm just going to act like myself. If y'all like me, cool. If y'all don't, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I'm just going to start being authentically true to me because I don't want to keep living like I have to be put in a box, right? Like, I already have to act a certain way just because of who I am as a woman or my race and et cetera, or whatever. It's like, I don't want to keep putting myself in these boxes. Like society puts us in these boxes. And when I say society, I'm talking about ourselves because really we are a reflection of society. But I'm just like, I kind of want to break out of it. Like, I have free will. I can do what I want to do. And if I decide one day that I want to act a certain way, or if I want to put up a wall or not put up a wall, like I can really do that, you know? So it's been very interesting. I've had to like kind of catch myself a few times because I be saying some crazy shit. I'm not gonna lie. I say some crazy stuff sometimes. I'm not politically correct. So yeah, sometimes I have to like gauge what I'm gonna say or like how much of myself I'm gonna be. But I just thought that was a really interesting thought. And I want to know if you guys kind of like not struggle with that, but if you guys have had that thought too, where you're just like, man, I'm not being myself. Like, I really want to be myself. I really want to find people that I can be me around. You know what I'm saying? So if you have, let me know below. I'm going to be posting more like creative videos coming up soon. I have a few video ideas of things that I want to do, things that I've been wanting to do. I just, didn't know what direction I wanted to take my channel in necessarily. And sometimes I feel like we have to be like a monolith online. Like it's like, oh, if you post motivational stuff, then that's all that you can post. If you post business stuff, that's all you can post. If you post like beauty stuff, that's all you can post. But really, I have multiple interests, and some of them are fun and creative and goofy. Some of them are more serious and about like personal development. Some of them are just like completely different and out there. So yeah, I'm going to start doing that more lately too. And I'm very excited to take you guys on this journey. It is March 2025. So yeah, this is going to be a good year for me and for you too if you're watching this, and I'm very excited. So again, let me know below guys if you have also come to this moment of wanting to be yourself, or if you've kind of experienced the same thing where you'll get around people and kind of like mirror them or try to, do it something to where people will like you, and if you're breaking out of that, and let me know how you're breaking out of that. If you have any tips, advice, anything like that, I would honestly love to hear it. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.